Renegade, 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 renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over them. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Dolphins. 49 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
He'll get it up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 29 yards that time. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. It's complete. Henry. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He'll drop to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now Gordon on first down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down. Screen play. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're looking for yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, they'll throw. Stepping, and this is going to be a Charger touchdown. It's their quarterback, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drive coach is insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll set up a throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Set, blue, landing, hot, blue, landing.
Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. He'll return it from the 6. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 54 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 20.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Stitt. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Back to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop the throw. He's going to wind up in air, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Looking to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Detroit!
Tight end right. 3 down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A good pick up there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Gone! Gone, gone!
They go play action here on 1st down. Able to shake him off. Steps away to his left. And he's got room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up 2nd down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now back to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
To throw. He's going to look for Allen now, the deep ball. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back to the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Lucky 56.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And Stills over the middle. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff for Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Watching that, Barney! Watching that, Barney! Gun!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They've had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Now let's go. Over, 90. Over, 90.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
On first down, Drake. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
And he hits Drake. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Dancing to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try and figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun.
Back to throw here. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Gun, gun. Gun,
All right,
gun,
here we go.
gun, gun. Blue Lanny. Gun, gun. Blue Lanny.
We gotta get to the ball, team. We gotta get to the ball. Let's keep hurrying. Keep hurrying. Back's mine, back's mine.
They'll set up a throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And out come the Dolphins now. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Eluding the pressure right. Finding room at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for the home team here, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
I sound him.